Hello, everyone. Welcome back to MedZone African Motives. We are still on our grade 10 mathematics, working with equations. This is the second part that you are going to have according to your term one. You worked with algebraic expressions, all right. Now you need to understand equations. So we are going to look into the first part of our equations, which is the linear equations. So all this part, guys, it is just a recap of what we had before in our grade 9 mathematics. So the moment you understand those equations the way that you had before, this is what you're simply going to apply. So for those who have been watching our channel, I think, guys, you understand what exactly we refer to when we are working with an equation. There is a difference between an expression. Before we look into this, I want you to understand before we look into our class, then there is an equation. So an expression, that is those expressions that you are simplifying 2x plus 3x, whatever that you are given, an expression. It can be just 3x plus 2. It's an expression, a combination of terms adding together or subtracting the terms. All right, we can add them, we can subtract them. They form an expression. An equation is when we take this expression 3x plus 2 and equate it. And we equate this one to a certain value, term, expression, whatever that you can have. Maybe it is equal to 5, it is equal to 3x plus 4, it is equal to 5x minus 1, it is equal to 7x, it is whatever that you be given, whether it's a term, it's an expression. The moment we have this equal, this, the moment we have it, to say the left hand side is compared to the right hand side. The moment we say the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, guys, that's an equation. So in our case, we are focusing with such type of equations or such type of presentation, which is what? Where the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So as a linear equation now, if you understand a linear expression 2x plus 3, 4x minus 1, what is it that you are referring to? It is an expression where the degree, the highest degree is 1. If you check, x is raised to the exponent of 1, this one to the exponent of 1. The highest degree is 1. The moment it is 2x squared, the degree is 2, is 3, whatever, that is no longer a linear. The highest exponent that is found on the unknown, which is our x, or which is m, which is y, whatever variable that you're given, the highest exponent must be what? Must be 1. When you have that, it is a linear equation. From those linear expressions, we form what? An equation from there. So we are saying this one is an equation. It is an equation. So later on, guys, I'm just going to write like this equation in short. All right, I'm just going to write like that later on, but this is it. So a linear equation, that is an equation of degree 1. So the degree is what? Is 1. This is the major part. All right, with at most one solution. So this is the case. of our linear equation. At least one solution. So what does it mean? You solve for x. You solve for m, for whatever variable that you're given. And we have got these guys from others asking, can you explain solve for x? Can you explain solve for x? Guys, there's nothing like solve for x. All right? There is nothing like solve for x. There are equations. There are inequalities where you can solve for any variable, anyone. It's m, it's n, it's p, whatever. It's x. So it is not like just it's x, it's x, it's n. No, 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 no. And also, there are different types of equations. So you must follow this playlist. All right. You must follow the playlist because this is the first video that we're going to have on equations. So you must follow up to the last one, the types of equations in your syllabus. There are different types. All right. We also have quadratic equations. We have got simultaneous equations. So know exactly when you're saying, say, can you explain for me solve for x? Which part exactly are you referring to? Are you referring to a linear equation? Bring an example for that. So it is like when you see in exam, they will just solve for x, each and every time solve for x. It can be solved for m, it can be solved for p. All right? So let's be mathematical, guys, all right? Understand how the question papers, how do they present the questions, all right? Anyways, let us continue with our class. I was saying we are going to have one solution for what we are solving. It is x, it is m, whatever that you are given. When it is a linear equation, the degree, the highest degree is 1. And we have one solution. When we solve, we are going to obtain one solution. So how do we solve? All right. There are different types. For these linear, we can have a basic, simple linear equations. We can have these equations with the brackets. We can have linear equations with the fractions. All right. Like I say, this is a recap from our grade 9 mathematics. So I'm not going to waste your time. Let us quickly look into how do we solve such type of equations. I'm going to put an example of a basic, a simple linear equation. All right. Let us say we are given to solve for x. All right. Solve for x. So the question will be solve the equation or solve for the given variable. All right. So in our case, I'm having x. So I'm just going to say solve for what? For x. Let's say we are given x plus 12, which is equal to 6 minus 3x. And you are being asked to solve for x. Like I said, guys, I'm just going to quickly have a recap of your grade 9 mathematics. Remember, when you're given something like this, 2x is equal to 6. When you have a product like this, 2x, to get rid of this 2, when it is a product, a multiplication, you divide by what? By 2. So meaning to say, x will be equal to what? 6 divided by 2, that is 3. Which is a difference when it is 2 plus x is equal to 6. There's a difference. 2 plus, you are adding something or you're subtracting something. So to remain with x, you can get rid of these 2. Simply subtract these 2 both sides. So 2 minus 2 cancels. So x is equal to 6 minus 2, which is what? Which is 4. All right. So there were different types of linear equations in terms of the presentation. So here you have x and you've got x there. So what are you going to do? You must collect those terms with x, which is called collecting like terms. So you must collect like terms first. All right, so let us consider our like terms, which is the part of x. Also, those basics, guys, from our grade 8 mathematics to know that if a term crosses or jumps the equal sign, it changes what? The sign. So what you must be very careful is what? The equal sign it is here. So meaning to say whatever that is on the right hand side, the moment it goes to the left hand side, it changes the sign. All right, so this is what is going to happen on our presentation. We're going to take the minus 3x to that side of our equation, to the left side. Already we are having x there, so it will be x. The moment it crosses or it jumps the equal sign, it becomes what? A positive. So that will be positive 3x, which is equal to, also we are going to get rid of the 12. That is why I did not indicate it here, because we are also going to take it to the other side of the equation where there is a what? A 6 there. So the moment this 12 jumps the equal sign, it also changes the sign. So 6 was already on the right hand side. So you write that one. Then the 12 which jumped changes the sign to a negative. It was a positive, so it changes. So let's say you want to use this idea of I have a 2, I want to get rid of the 2, I'm going to subtract it. You were also going to apply the same if you wanted to do that. All right. In this case, you could have just simplified, solved this way. X plus 12 is equal to 6 minus 3x. All right. Since I want to get rid of this 3x here, I can simply add that. It's a minus, so I add 3x. What I do on the right hand side must be done also on the left hand side. So meaning to say on the left hand side we must also add 3x. What about to get rid of this 12? What are we going to do? It is a minus, so we must subtract the 12. But whatever that I do on the left hand side must be done also on the right hand side. So you could have just done it that way. So it simply means here we are going to have x plus 3x, but on the right hand side it is cancelling. Minus 3x plus 3x cancels. Here we are going to have 6 minus 12, but on the left hand side, this is going to cancel. 12 minus 12. Here on the right hand side, this is going to cancel. All right, so this is the idea. So you simply add what you have on the left hand side, x plus 3x, which is 4x, and that's equal to 6 minus 12, which is what? A negative 6. Then you can solve. Remember, I talked about this. When you've got a single term, simply what? Divide. So you divide by what? By 4 to get rid of this 4. So x will be equal to minus 4. Minus 6 over 4 is the same as minus 3 over 2. You can even use your calculator. Minus 6 over what? Over 4. That is going to give you minus 3 over 2. It's another way. So if you are using this idea of taking the terms to the other side of the equation, still it is the same, because here we've got like terms, here like terms again. So what are you going to do? Simply combine. Add 1 plus 3, that's 4. So this is 4x is equal to 6 minus 12, which is what? Minus 6. So as we can see, it is just like what we had here. 4x is equal to minus 6. So what am I going to do? Simply divide by what? By 4, as I have got a product. So x is equal to minus 3 over 2, just like the previous one. You can have it as a decimal, minus 1,5. You can have it as a mixed fraction, minus 1 and 1 over 2. So it is up to you the way that you want to present your answers. All right, so this is an equation. You have solved for x. And as you can see, we have got one solution. There's just one solution. So it's up to you the way that you want to solve. You want to do it this way, you want to have it this way. Even here on moving of the terms, someone could have moved this x to the other side and 6 to the other side. It is up to you guys. It is up to you. Still, you are going to have the same answers. So for this value of x, if I am going to take this value of x, substitute it into this, we are going to see that truly the left-hand side must be equal to the right-hand side, all right? So I'm just going to use this one to prove that. Otherwise, for the rest, guys, you can prove, all right? Since our x is minus 3 over 2, this is just a proof. I want you to just see. Maybe in terms of exam, you want to verify to say, is this true? You simply take that x minus 3 over 2 on the left-hand side, minus 3 over what? Over 2, then plus 12. So this is going to give us 21 over 2. 21 over 2, is it equal to what you're going to get on the right-hand side? On the right-hand side, it's 6 minus 3x, which is 3 times our x minus 3 over 2. All right? So if you're going to simplify this, that's 21 over 2. As we can see, truly, the left-hand side and the right-hand side are exactly the same. This is just a proof to see if whatever that you were solving for is true. And as you can see, this is what? This is true. All right, so that is it, guys. That's simple, a simple linear equation. You can have this with the brackets, all right? We also saw this in our grade 9, where we have got brackets. For an example, 4 into x minus 3. This is equal to 3 minus 6 into x minus 2. So for x. All right, so remember, whenever you've got brackets, you must get rid of the brackets, expand the bracket by what is outside. In this case, that is by what? By distribution. So you need to expand your brackets by what? By distribution. So 4 is going to affect everything in the first bracket. That is, let us multiply 4 times, so that is going to be 4 times x, which is 4x. 4 multiplies the negative 3, which is negative 12. So this is equal to, on the right-hand side, we can see what is affecting the bracket is the minus 6. The 3 is on its own. So this is negative 6 expanding the bracket, negative 6 multiplying everything in the second bracket. So you're going to have 3 minus 6 multiplies x, minus 6x. Minus 6 multiplies minus 2, that's a positive what? 12. So we can simplify the right-hand side, just issue of like terms. All right, it's up to you, but you can just simplify these like terms, the 3 and what? The 12 together. All right, so that means we're going to have minus 6x, 3 plus 12, that is what? 15, positive 15. This is where you are. If you check this stage where we are, it is just the same as what we had on our first equation. What is it that you're going to do at this stage? Collect like terms. Because we've got x here, we've got x here. So you cannot say we are solving for x, we take this one to the, then we divide by 4. We must collect those terms of x. So collect like terms. All right. So in our case, if we're going to do this, it means the minus 6x was going to cross the equal sign. The moment it crosses, it changes the sign. And the minus 12 was going to be taken to the right-hand side. So that is going to be easier that way. So 4x minus 6x, remember, changes the sign to a positive. So it's now positive 6x. And thus equal to what? The 15 as it is Then we take the minus 12 to the right-hand side. The moment it crosses that sign, the equal sign, it changes the sign to a positive. It was a negative, so now it's a positive. So this is it, adding what we have on the left-hand side, 4 plus 6, that is 10x, is equal to 15 plus 12, which is what? 27. That's a product. So simply divide by what? By 10. So you have got the value of x. So meaning to say our x is going to be equal to 27 over 10. So you can have it the way that you want, as a decimal 2.7, as a mixed fraction 2 and 7 over 10. It's up to you. The way that you're going to present it, it is up to you. All right. So anyways, guys, as you can see, that is an equation. We have solved for x and we've got one solution because it's a linear equation, no matter that we have got brackets. But because it's a linear equation, one solution at the end. One solution. So if you take this value of x, put it in place of x here, you put that 27 over 10. You also put the 27 over 10. Use your calculator, simplify the left-hand side. You're going to see that the answers will be the same for the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So I want you to prove that one and see if we are together. All right, I'm gonna put another one with a bracket. All right, let us just consider another one again where we have got brackets. So this is it. Whenever you've got brackets, just expand brackets, collect your like terms, then solve for the given variable for that question. All right, in this case, we are given, let's consider another one. Solve for x again. All right, so you're going to have 4 into 2x minus 7. That's minus 8 into 5 minus x is equal to 3 into 2x plus 4. All right, minus 5 into x plus 7. All right, so this is what we are given and we want to solve for x. So as we can see, there are so many brackets. Expand those. Here, there's a bracket. Here, there's a bracket. Here, there is a bracket. Here, there's also a bracket. All right, so let us expand just like the previous one. The first bracket is multiplied by what? By 4. You distribute by 4 throughout. 4 times 2x, that is 8x. 4 times negative 7, that is negative what? 28. And guys, we are dealing with an equation. Already there is an equal sign there, equal to. So you don't say because I'm working out a certain question, I'm going to put equal to, equal to. No, no, no. Already there is an equal sign. So you do not put any equal, just work out as it is, all right? The second part, negative 8 is going to expand everything in this bracket, distribute by negative 8. So negative 8 times 5, that was going to give us negative 40. Negative 8 and negative x. Negative, negative, that's what? A positive. So this is 8x. All right. On the other side of our equation, we are now on the right side of the equation. 3 is going to expand the first bracket on the right-hand side. So meaning say let's distribute by 3. 3 times 2, 6x. 3 times 4, which is what? Which is 12. Then this part, negative 5, is expanding the whole bracket as it is. So it's negative 5 to x, negative 5 to what? To 7. Negative 5 times x, that's minus 5x. Negative 5 and positive 7. That is going to give us negative 35. All right, so this is where you are. Before you work out to say what is on the right-hand side, I take to the left-hand side. Just simplify the left-hand side and the right-hand side separately. We can see that on the left-hand side, we've got like terms. So let us work out what is on the left-hand side. There is 8x and this 8x. So you can add 8 plus 8. That was going to give us what? 16. So this is 16x here. We can simplify the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Minus 28 minus 40, that was going to give us minus 68. All right, minus 28 minus 40 like this. This is minus 68. And that is equal to what? The right-hand side, you do the same thing. We have got like terms there, 6x minus 5x. So if we were to simplify this, 6 minus 5, that is 1. So it was going to be 1x, of which 1x is same as what? Is same as x. All right. 12 minus 35. If we are to subtract here 12 minus 35, we are going to obtain minus 23. At this stage, you look into your equation and see how many terms do we have that have got x. So as you can see, there are two terms, one on the left, another one on the right. So collect the like terms. So we're going to take the x to the other side of the equation. The minus 68 and the 23 there, those are constants. So take it to the other side of the equation so that you can be able to solve for x. So that was going to give us 16x. X to the other side minus x is equal to minus 23 on the right hand side. The minus 68 to the other side is going to be what? Positive 68. It changes the sign. The moment it crosses the equal sign, it changes the sign. So these are your like terms, x and x. What has got x on one side of the equation? So 16 minus 1 is going to give us what? 15. So that's 15x is equal to simplify the right-hand side. Minus 23 plus 68 was going to give us 45. Just like that. We are back, guys. A single term. Divide by what you are having there on your product by 15 by 15. So this is going to cancel. So meaning to say x is equal to what? X is equal to 3. 45 divided by 15 is 3. One solution that we are going to have, since we are working with a linear equation, we are going to obtain one solution. Just like that. Linear equation. So like I said, we have got different types. So there we are focusing with the basic linear equations, where we have got simple, or where we've got brackets. All right. So where we have got brackets, you must expand the brackets. So we're going to look into the next class. We are going to look into the same linear equations, but we are going to look into those ones that will be having what? Fractions. So as a matter of revision, just revise the basics so that when we're going to have that class, you will be having the idea of what we exactly am referring to.